What's up, guys? It's your boy Trigger. You are now tuned into just another podcast. I'm here with my man Marcus right now.
Hey,
What's good? Hey, and we got a special guest today, guys. Jada, say what's up to the people.
What's going on? What's up? What's up? It's Jada. How you doing?
Alrighty, and we have a lot of topics that we're gonna be covering today,
that's why we
and
brought the cavalry.
we had to get some backup. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just feel like you
You
just
need a
need a
little
little
something,
help,
something,
just a little salt on it sometimes and make it taste better.
a little sauce.
A little sauce. Oh my
Woo!
goodness, man! I think some people got a little too much sauce because nowadays people are just getting just a little out of hand. You know, just a little out of hand. I don't know. Maybe it's a little too much sauce going around. I don't know.
Oh, it's not the sauce you put on food either.
Yeah. Whoa. Oh my god, bro, please let explain to the people what's going on around here, man.
I mean, if you ain't connected dots already about the sauce, we, all right. You know what? I need to be serious. This is a serious topic, people. Man, people losing their jobs. Man, people losing their jobs because of sexual accusations. I mean,
Yeah, man.
people losing them paychecks because they getting a little feely, touchy. They getting a little,
Allegedly,
you know,
allegedly.
allegedly. I mean, you never know about these things because since the Weinstein case, we had 47 breakout cases of celebrities alone with that they wake up and they feel a little some way about something,
It's like the
something. You know what I
flu.
mean?
It's like a cold. Oh man, I got the harassment. You got the harassment? Yep. Got it
Damn,
yesterday.
this is a
Damn, you
bitch.
gonna lose your
You know,
job? Yeah, I know. You didn't get the shot? Nope, I didn't get the harassment shot. I missed it. I missed it. God damn it.
I got slammed with it this year. Shit.
It's just like I don't know, man. It's just it's getting out of hand. Literally, it's getting out of hand here.
There was no pun intended on that one,
None at
but there
all.
was though. There
I think
was
I
there
take
there
a
was a lot
sip
of
on
pun
that.
on that one. We've been having some breakout cases. I mean, like I know we crack jokes about it being a virus and whatnot, but these viruses were 20 years ago. The people feeling today,
Yeah,
allegedly.
yeah. And I mean, it's
Allegedly.
getting bad.
I mean, I don't know how to feel about like all these accusations that dumb popped out. I mean, Jada, from a woman's perspective, like what do you think?
Honestly, I feel it's a conspiracy. There's just way too many women, all walks of life, all from different corners of the world, basically, uh, wanting to come out of the woodwork all at once at the same time.
Yeah, it's like that's what it feels like though. It feels like everybody all at once is just coming out and just like saying, "Hey, I've been touched." I mean, shit, man, why ain't nobody touching me? You know what
I
I mean?
can't. I
Like,
can't. I mean,
come here and give me a good game every once in a while. You know what I mean?
I do. I definitely agree. I definitely agree with you, Jada, when you say that it could. I think it could be a conspiracy in some way. I definitely believe that. I definitely believe that something's fishy about it. Um, I definitely think that there's ways to prevent people from exploiting this avenue, this newfound avenue uh, that people are using now. I think there's a way to kind of stop it. I think there's a way that we can kind of weed out the good and the bad in those situations. Because some of those situations are real, and some of them are bullshit. But how do we figure that out? How do we decipher? How do we kind of file it out and figure out who's doing what and who's telling the truth and who's bullshit? And I think that's what we need to start doing now. That's the process we need to start working on.
I think they need to start with a lie detector test.
But people could beat those.
Shit, I know I can't.
Yeah, but like,
I
I don't
can't lie
know.
for shit, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I, Jada, can you pass a lie detector test?
I couldn't if I tried. Passing the test at school was bad enough.
Yeah. Oh my
I
god.
understand.
He said pass
He-
the test at school. That's a good one. That's a good one, man. I think
My
that
question, my question is this: so, like, if you're a man nowadays, how do you even approach a woman?
Jada,
Like,
how would a man have to approach you and said day and time with this with everything that's going on now? How would you prefer?
Um, I mean, for starters, all of the the weak whack lines, that's played out. I mean, it's a nice smile and just saying a name and just being honest. That's the kind of thing. Don't be all up in my bubble and in my face. You know, but
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I wouldn't want anybody in my face either, especially if they talking a bunch of bullshit. You know what I mean, bro?
I mean, you can get all up in my face. I don't really care. I mean, just make sure you got a breath mint, and that's all I really give a damn. Like,
Wow, I can't.
listen, I don't really have no personal space thing. Like, if you want to come give me a hug, I mean, shit, come give me a hug. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like, but
my god, I can't. I mean, it depends. It depends. I'm kind of with you on that, bro. It depends. It all depends.
nah, if you fly as hell, come on over.
mm,
Oh my
Man,
god,
no, you
man.
know what? I need to stop sending the wrong message. I'm being an asshole today.
I can't. But bro, okay, one question. If you were in that situation and you wanted to approach a female nowadays with all of this stuff that's going on, how would you do it? How would you do it, bro? How would you handle it?
I mean, obviously, with all the hidden rules that there is with communication now, what I would personally do is if I didn't know you and I was trying to walk up to you and see what you were about, I would probably go about maybe 5 6 feet away from you, kind of chill out. I really wouldn't like. I would make eye contact, but I wouldn't you know what I mean. I wouldn't stare at you because apparently, like if you look at someone now more than 30 seconds, it's considered sexual harassment. That's apparently
Yeah,
that's a given thing now. I shit you not.
that's crazy, man.
So
That's
you can't
insane.
even look at someone for more than 30 seconds without them saying that you were sexually harassing them via your eyes. It's apparently it's violating such and such. I don't know. Like
Yeah, I don't get that, man.
here's my thing. Like I'm me personally, I don't have a lot of input on this because I'm more about my work. So if someone's interested in me,
Right,
normally I'm just
right,
like, you know what,
right.
they'll just let me know.
And that's the crazy thing, cause that's literally what my answer was gonna be. I was gonna say, well, if I was in that situation, it would be more so like I wouldn't really be focused on that. I I rarely pay attention to stuff like that anyway, so I wouldn't really be focused on that. My whole thing is that if it's like at an outing or something like that, then that's a whole different ball game. That's when you can then explain to that person that you may be feeling them or you want to speak to them. That's when I think it's appropriate when it's like an outing or you know what I mean, like a party or something like that. And it's like if it's at the workplace, it's not appropriate regardless. I think work is for work. You know what I mean? Once it gets outside of those lines and people get comfortable with each other, that creates those avenues that gives a person that comfortable feeling enough to approach you and do certain things like that. So I think if you don't first open that door, then
And
yeah,
that makes you wonder though, like that makes you wonder in like the case of Matt Lauer too, because all of his were work related, right?
right.
So
And I heard allegedly he had sent one of his work friends sent her a fucking dildo for her birthday. Really, Matt? That's what we doing, Matt? Was your name on it? Oh my god, guys, this is from Matt. It's really huge. I don't know. Let's open it. Like I don't really, Matt? Really? Like is that what we're doing?
put
Holy
a
shit.
bow on it.
Is Matt here, guys? No, he couldn't make it, but this is from him. Like what? How do you what?
Oh man. Okay, the gifts are. Ooh, tis the season. That's all I got. Tis the season.
Tis the
I got
season to
nothing
keep
else
your
other
ass at
than
home, Matt. That's what's going on right now. Cause see, you want to send people shit like that in the mail. See, that's your problem. You can't send gifts like that.
You talking about? What do you mean? Where's my present? I am the present.
Yeah, see,
Well, if you like it, then you should have put a ding on it. That's
I,
basically what he did.
I should ding.
If you like it, then you should have put a ding on
Should
it.
have put a ding.
That's
Can you
exactly what.
just see Matt like online ordering like fucking oh my god. Or he had his assistant do either way. His assistant is like,
How
what the
awkward would
fuck?
that be?
What the fuck?
You're his assistant, and you're like, I really shouldn't be doing this.
All right. We're gonna leave Matt alone. We're gonna leave Matt alone. I can't. We're gonna leave Matt alone on this one.
Matt, you've been catching the raw end of this
Yeah,
podcast for a while
yeah. We're
now.
gonna leave Matt alone. Cause there's a whole bunch of other stuff going on now, man. The FCC. What's going on? FCC. What the
Okay.
hell?
This is actually kind of taking me by surprise, to be honest with you. Um, a lot of people do not know what this whole thing is with net neutrality, and they don't understand that. Some people don't even understand it exists
Right.
because they've done a great job of once again keeping something kind of under the radar to some, but not to others. Like, you know who your geeks are right now because they are blowing this up, right?
Right. All the geeks, all the ones that invested in Bitcoin like years ago, those are the ones that are like
They are
paying attention.
cussing.
Yeah, they are upset right now.
But yeah, as of right now, the SEC is under quite the lawsuit from a lot of states. Right now, we have 16 to 18 states whose state attorneys are filing a lawsuit against the FCC for getting rid of net neutrality. And what net neutrality is it's pretty much saying that certain big corporations like Verizon, AT&T, Google, stuff like that, they all have to follow certain guidelines. The guidelines are is they have to let you access whatever you want to access. They can't slow up or speed down your internet at the same price of whatever. So it's pretty much being fair to the consumers, really what it's doing. Now, without net neutrality, Verizon, AT&T, all these people they can speed it up, they can slow it down, and you ain't going to say shit about it.
Can't do nothing about it.
You
Nothing.
can't do nothing about it. They can control what you can and cannot see. So, if, let's say, Google doesn't want you to see something, guess what? You aren't seeing it.
You aren't seeing a damn thing. That's it. It's over, sweetheart.
That's all there is to it.
That's
And
it,
this
man.
is a big thing because people don't understand how far out this reaches. This is not just this is just another way that, someone's screwing us. No. It's much more than that.
Right.
Because
Way
we're
deeper.
talking about universities, we're talking about hospitals, we're talking a whole bunch of people who rely on internet. This is the problem.
Right. Now, see, people. Now, here's the thing. Here's the one thing that people are saying. Oh, well, we'll just go back to the olden times. We'll go back and read books, and we'll go back and we'll do this, and we won't watch TV, and we won't do that, and da da da. You gotta understand. This affects you whether you want to meet it at the front door or you meet it at the back door. It's up to you. It's getting in the house. You understand?
Either way.
Either way, it's getting in the house. And you gotta understand. People say, "Oh, we'll go to libraries." Well, what about the inner city kids? They shut a lot of libraries down. What about them? Oh, what are they gonna do?
Here's my question.
I don't
Like,
understand that.
one of the big corporations is Verizon, right? And my phone
Right.
carrier is through Verizon.
Right.
Who's to say without net neutrality and stuff like that? Who's to say they can't screw with other things like not letting the call come through?
Exactly.
They're under no jurisdiction at this point.
A lot of people don't understand that. They say,
Like-
"Oh, we'll go back to olden times." What about your bank? What if your bank starts to charge you extra because they have to use the net, which is charging them extra, and then it all trickles down? It's going to affect you either way.
And here's the thing, and for those of you who think the outlet is, oh, well, we're going to go to another company that's a small timer or something like that that's trying to do a startup, guess what? You can't. The only reason you can't is because net neutrality gives these companies a road to success, a road to be a bigger startup. Without net neutrality, all these small companies, they have to charge you the same price as Verizon would, with almost zero to no service.
Exactly.
So
And
that's not
people
an
don't
option either.
understand it. People don't understand it. People don't get it. People don't understand this is serious. There's a lot of kids that use the computer to complete school applications and all types of things like that. And you're telling me that they have to pay Google $1.99 per search? This is insane. This is
I'm very
insane.
curious to see if these prices are exactly what people say they are. Now, these are the articles that have just popped up as of right now, but I'm I don't know, man. I just don't see how out of 5 votes, 3 out of 2 say, okay, let's kill it. So they killed it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that
Right.
to me, that's not enough.
Right.
Not
That's
it's
not
not enough
enough.
to have 5 people vote on this who supposedly know what they're talking about.
Right. Exactly.
Like, first
It
of all,
doesn't make
like you're
sense.
pretty much saying that anybody who goes to college at this point, you might as well not even worry about graduating because you're not going to. Without your actual resources of internet, doing for research papers, et cetera, your diplomacy rate is going to go downward so quick.
Yeah.
So what's the sense? All these colleges are going to dwindle away because they're not getting the funds no more. Why aren't they getting the funds? Because no one wants to go to a college whenever they don't have the resources to pass. I
Yeah, that
wouldn't.
doesn't make any sense. And that's pretty
This
bad.
this I don't know what these people were thinking, but I do understand why these state attorneys are like, guess what? We're now coming after you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before this, I didn't even know who the hell the FCC was. You know what I mean? Like they got a group of 5.
Yeah. It's it's more so it's more so how can big companies like Google, like, this has been talked about for years. This thing has been talked about for a long time. How come companies like Google haven't, like, and I think I have seen it before. I think I've seen Google put up like a petition thing or something like that, and they ask you to
Uh-huh.
sign. I think I've seen it before. But my thing is that, I mean, yeah, I get people to get people to sign a petition, things like that. Yeah, but I mean, the fact that this grew legs and started walking is it baffles me. It baffles me. It
Do
baffles me.
not be blinded, though, my people. Do
Yeah.
not be blinded because I feel as though, in my certain opinion, I feel as though this is a cop out. I want to be completely honest with you. I feel like this is a cop out. You got Netflix. They're the ones who are fighting this. But if this was such a big ordeal, why isn't Google? Why is Google not in the forefront of this? Because if Google got behind this push on suing the FCC, this wouldn't even be an issue. Why isn't Facebook? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Is like there's a lot of things at stake. So it's a lot of companies that need to come to the forefront. A lot of companies need to come to the forefront. A lot of things at stake. They're gonna charge you for Netflix, for Twitter, for Facebook, for Instagram, and the list goes on. The list goes on. And it's
I
like,
don't I don't see it being here forever.
I think that is too far fetched for it to even
Yeah.
get past this point. It's too far fetched for me to imagine.
I think if it was actually such a big issue, I honestly think Google would jump into this fight. But since, I mean, the fact that they're not just tells me that
Yeah.
Google isn't even taking this seriously
Yeah.
enough. So
And the
why
thing
in the hell
is
is everybody like, ah!
right, and well, the thing is that there's reason for them to attack the internet now. There's a reason for the FCC to attack the internet, and one of my reasons that I believed was Bitcoin.
Yes.
Bitcoin is a virtual currency. It's through blockchains, and so it's a huge explanation for Bitcoin. Yeah, I'm not gonna give you guys all that. We don't have enough time for that. But
Nerd.
but But there's a thing called Bitcoin. It's virtually, um, it's it's just a coin. It's just a coin that you can invest in. It's kind of like the stock market, and basically it's creating millionaires. So I feel like with this coin here, it being traded online, see you can't really control this coin. There's no way you can control this coin. So the thing is if we can control, and I'm speaking as the FCC, if we can control the internet, that of which the coin is being traded on, then we can then control the coin itself eventually. And I think that gives that whole thing validity for me. It's like I think that does give the FCC a reason to attack the internet, and I think that is one, if not the major reason, that's one of the major reasons why.
My whole thing is I think it's a matter of control, but in a different perspective. I think with hacking being as high as it is now, and it being such a big outbreak, especially with the whole election thing, with oh, it was Hack City, it was Hack City. People are so concerned with it. I think they're doing it as a far control, because if the internet gets slowed down because there is no net neutrality, it's going to be a lot harder for these hackers to get the job done in and out quickly. Now, I'm not saying I know a whole lot about this, because I don't, so please don't come after me, feds, but like this is my whole point is, like, I think that they're trying to weed out all the illegal activity that's going on just on the net, like Bitcoin, stuff like that. Well, Bitcoin really isn't illegal, but I think the whole hacking thing is what's really getting them screwed. So they're like, oh, well, we got to find a way around this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it is a control thing. It is a control thing. At the end of the day, they're trying to control everything that's happening with this coin, because this coin is changing that 1%. That 1% that everybody was talking about, the super rich, the mega rich, that 1%er, it's changing it to 2%, to 3%, to 4%. It's going to change.
Can't have that.
Oh, we can't have that. Oh no,
No.
we got to control this coin. This is
Oh.
not going to really. It's upsetting the balance.
The balance being power.
Exactly.
Because if you have less and less people relying on government assistance,
Exactly. What do you need
Woo!
government for? Oh, we can't
Nothing.
have that. So, I'm not going to go too deep into it, but I just want to spark
Nope.
the mind that will then spark the revolution. So, I mean,
we're at the forefront of this. We're going to get some knocks on our door.
Jada, how do you feel about this?
I mean, like, how do you feel with the fact that all this knowledge now about what net neutrality is and is not, and the fact that we're trying to be controlled and whatnot, you being a customer of or Verizon, AT&T, Google, whatever you are, how do you feel being a customer now?
To be honest, I am blown away. I actually have a phone through Verizon Wireless, and it's absolutely just appalling. But more than that, I have two children that one of them is going to be going to college, and then I have another child that about a good 90% of her homework is done online. So it's not so much that she has to just look up things through Google. Pretty much, almost all of her research and everything, and her homework has to be checked out through online research. She actually has an at-home computer, and with her school, all of the homework and everything is done over the internet.
So you're pretty much against this, is what you're saying. You're not for this whatsoever. You don't believe in net neutrality, and you think that this more or less affects, your kids more than it does.
Exactly. Us. And then I just had some work. This routine, but what should have taken a day actually took 3 days for me to get my result. And that actually scared me. It had me on pins and needles because I thought something was wrong. And that's absolutely unacceptable.
That's the point I forgot to bring up is
Yeah.
what if you're someone who's like getting test results back? How long is the wait time now?
Yeah,
If
'cause
it's
they
something
can
that's
speed it
crucial,
up and slow it down.
is your life on the line? Like
Yeah.
what?
Because if they can speed it up and slow it down, then I mean,
They're playing
You're
with
screwed.
people's lives
yep, they are playing with
in
people's lives.
every way possible.
Yep.
It's like we're nothing but string puppets.
I was about to say the same word. We're the puppets and they're the puppeteers at this point.
Man, that's definitely no good, man.
That's no bueno.
No.
And if you guys love the Spanish networks and stuff like that, just that goodbye because that's gone.
Right.
No, I'm being for real though. Like that, it's a small profit thing, and these people are like gone now. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep. That's really true. Man. Oh my god. Hey, you know what? Let's leave everybody on a positive note here. Any words of positivity that we can leave with everybody, bro? I want you to take it off first. I would definitely want you to take it off. Start it off.
all right. Anything positive I would give you guys is one: watch how close you get to people because you don't want to be in jail, and you kind of like your job, so don't be doing that. And number two, just stay off the internet. I got nothing for this. I mean, we normally have some positive thoughts, etc.
Watch our podcast and then stay off the internet.
And then stay off the internet until next Friday, when the next one drops. By the way, did you know that this is the 1 month anniversary for Just Another Podcast?
Just Another Podcast, and it's just another month with just another bunch of you amazing people. We do appreciate you guys. Jada, do you have anything to say to the people?
Draw a circle instead of a heart around your friends because a heart can break, but a circle lasts forever.
I like that. Draw a circle, not a heart, around your friends because a heart can break, but a circle lasts forever. That's awesome. I like that.
And keep that circle small too.
I like that.
Oh yes.
I like that.
Oh yeah.
Make sure it's a dot. No, not a dot. I definitely want to leave everybody with.
And there's sexual harassment.
Yeah, right. Oh my god. I definitely want to leave everybody with just some positive things like
Yes, can be mistaken for sexual harassment.
Yeah,
positive things, man. Positive things.
Oh yeah, he waved high at me. Harassment.
Right, and that's bad. I think that hopefully that calms down eventually. Eventually. But
there's gonna be something else that's new. Thing.
Yeah, of course. There's always something new that replaces.
It's gonna be boring after a while.
Yeah.
No, I hope the new thing is good games because I want my. Never mind. I can't do this, bro. I can't.
You are too much, Mark.
My closing remarks are that I just wish everybody.
Hey, that should be a new thing. Mark's remarks.
Mark's remarks. That could be a thing. Mark's remarks. Next week. But
next week on Mark's remarks.
Oh, Mark's remarks. I just wish everybody happy holidays. Hopefully you guys enjoy your family and everything like that. Hopefully you do understand the true meaning of holidays and having family and being special and being nice to each other. Don't be a dick all the time, even though it is fun. It's fun. I get it. I know it's fun. But just try not to be a dick for just one day. Just one day.
Because you might get caught on sexual harassment.
Right. Just be nice to one another, everybody. That's all.
Yeah, definitely, man.
We definitely appreciate you guys.
Also, hey, I do want to give a shout out to everybody who works retail. If you're working retail this season, thank you.
Man. Bless your heart.
Thank you for all the stuff that you put up with.
Bless your cotton socks.
I appreciate you guys.
Oh, man. All right, guys. This has been another great podcast. We do appreciate you guys. And make sure you comment, like, and subscribe.
Peace.
Peace out, guys.